All right, welcome back to episode 5 of the ATD Baseball Podcast. I'm Bobby, joined by Kyle and Melo, who is live from Dodger Stadium.
Absolutely, the greatest place in the world. I'm here.
There you go. Even though it looks like whoever is watching on YouTube that your background is, I was going to say Staples Center. You know what it is, Staples Center.
It is
Screw it.
Staples Center.
But you are at Dodger Stadium. But yeah, we have a lot to cover today. And three of us are going to be here for most of it, unless Melo has to go back to work. But it seems like he's prioritizing the podcast over working, which is fantastic.
Absolutely. I told the guys that I have to do my award-winning podcast.
And I'm glad they understood.
Yes, it did. That's a great shout out to them. Hopefully they're listening now.
All right. First things first. I think the biggest news of this week in baseball and so far, Bryce Harper is returning Tuesday, tomorrow. Actually not finally. Hold on. It's the opposite of finally. 160 days after Tommy John surgery. He'll be DHing for the Phillies at Dodger Stadium. So you'll be there, Melo. But that's amazing news for Phillies fans. I'm really, really excited to see Harper back.
I can't believe how quickly he's coming back. And of course, this guy's like, he makes his debut at Dodger Stadium with the Nationals, and then he comes back against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. It's like, if you just wanted to be a Dodger, just say so. It's okay. But this is last October showed why you need Bryce Harper in the postseason every year, because when he's on the field, he's electric, and we're getting back finally one of the best players in the league right now. So fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Kyle?
Yeah, I mean this Phillies lineup is missing something in my opinion. Obviously they are finally turning around everything that their struggles at the beginning of the season, but adding Harper into any lineup is going to make it instantly better. And with Harper being the leader of the Phillies, I feel like he's just going to bring everything back up to speed to where they were, and it's going to do nothing but good for the Phillies.
It's so awesome. He was expected to return in July, and now in the beginning of May, he's back. Phillies are about 500 right now, but like Kyle said, adding Harper back into this lineup it's going to be huge for the Phillies, and I'm excited for the Phillies fans. I'm sure Matt's very happy for that too. And Kyle's
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the opposite side of some injury news, something that probably everyone saw coming. Jacob deGrom, injured list. Forearm tightness. He exited the game the other day. I forget, sometime over the weekend, maybe against the Yankees. Now 15-day IL, forearm tightness. We can't say we didn't see it coming. Every single time we brought up the Rangers, Jacob deGrom this offseason, if he stays healthy, this was bound to happen. And it sucks, but we knew it was coming.
Did I not say under 60 starts the next 2 years at the start of this?
Yeah.
And, I mean, if you're a Rangers fan, I know losing deGrom sucks in any matter, but, I mean, wouldn't you rather not have him now than maybe in August or September when these games really start to matter more? I'm not saying these games don't matter right now, but you had to know this was coming with Jacob deGrom just because of his history. This is what you signed up for when you gave him all that money. But I'd rather not have him now and have him for the second half of the season.
As long as it's nothing major, though, because whenever you hear forearm tightness or they mentioned something about elbow too, first thought is Tommy John. And who knows? They just said 15-day IL for now. Nothing really more has come up, I don't think, other than that. They've been pretty vague. But I really hope it's nothing more than just a 15-day IL stint. But I don't know, that forearm tightness, elbow, that's always so scary. And someone like deGrom, I really hope it's just this. Barstool Baseball posted this on Twitter. He's only pitched 186 innings since 2021. And how he ranks among pitchers who have pitched at least 180 innings since then. First in ERA, first in FIP, first in Ks per nine, first in walks per nine. That's the same exact story every single conversation that gets brought up with Jacob deGrom. If he's healthy, if he's on the field, he's the best pitcher in baseball. But that's the same story every single time. Same exact conversation. We know what he can do when he's on the field, and we've seen it so far with the Rangers. He's been great, but now who knows how long he'll be out for. And it sucks.
Yeah, and you know the Rangers are going to be very cautious with that. You know, it's not you just said 15 days, but it's like, all right, we might have to do another 15 days, but they're going to make sure because, number one, they're giving him all this money. Number two, they really need him if this team wants to go anywhere. So he might not come back until he's fully 100%.
Mm-hmm. And they probably should do that just to be safe. Kyle, got anything, deGrom?
I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think the Mets are the biggest winners in this situation. I mean, obviously all the memes are on the Mets. Mets gonna Met, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, it's exactly what you guys said. I mean, we reiterate it every single year with Jacob deGrom. If he stays healthy, he's going to be the best pitcher on the planet. But if he's not, then he just doesn't do anything good for your team. The best ability is availability, and half the time he ain't available. So that's just what it comes down to. I mean, I really hope this is just a quick thing and not Tommy John, because that's exactly where my mind went to. But I really do hope that it's just a very quick thing and he can get back on the mound for the Rangers.
Yeah, and it sucks. Like, it kills me because every single time Jacob deGrom gets brought up, it's like copy and paste, the same conversation. Always. If he stays healthy, then he's the best pitcher in baseball. And I'm pretty sure I said this when we were talking about the Rangers before the season, in the offseason, after they signed him. But I was really just thinking it was going to be a Mets thing, that deGrom was going to come to Texas and be healthy. But apparently it's not. It's not the Mets thing. It's not a Mets thing. It's a Jacob deGrom thing. But I don't know.
He is the Anthony Davis of Major League Baseball. I hate to do that to my own player.
Yeah. You're not wrong, though, at all.
It's pretty close.
Over the weekend, we had some pretty exciting games. But the first ever MLB games in Mexico City. Did you guys watch these games at all?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I saw little bits of it on Saturday.
Yes. Because it was Saturday and Sunday, right? Yes, Saturday. I was following along on my phone, and just every update, home run, home run, home run. 11 total home runs, 27 total runs scored. Obviously, there was talks about how high the elevation was, the stadium, so much higher than Coors, all this stuff. And it was crazy. Some of the home runs, like Tatis's home run that he just flicked to right field, and it didn't bear, like, it made it by a good amount too. It was crazy. All these, if there was a fly ball, chances are it was going out. It was pretty funny. I don't know. I enjoyed it, though. I think it was good for the game that they had this type of game in Mexico City. It was exciting.
Didn't they announce that they were doing it again next season already?
Mm-hmm.
With two different teams or not?
I think
Astros and Rockies.
Yes, Astros and Rockies. So Astros will score 50 on the Rockies. Rockies pitching, I think.
Hey, yeah, but if the Rockies might move, man, if they're hitting a bunch of home runs, like, screw Coors, we're coming out here now.
Yeah, they thought Coors was good, but then they go to Mexico City. Every fly ball is out. But 4 instances of back-to-back home runs in the Mexico City game on Saturday. Sunday, not so much high scoring as it was on Sunday, but I think it was really good for the game. It was very similar to the London series with the Yankees and Red Sox. What was that, 2019? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. when balls were, that was a stupidly high score too. But
Yeah, the one game was like 19 runs. I think it was 19-13 was the final score, something like
yeah,
that.
I think
Aaron Hicks still has the first home run in London. I'm gonna put that out there. I just want to do
of course, shout out Aaron Hicks.
that. Yeah.
No, but I think obviously like they're doing this to grow the game of baseball, playing in Mexico City, London, all these different areas. But fans that go to these games, they want to see offense. So I think it was good. The pitchers definitely hated it this weekend, but the hitters were like, "Shit! If I could pad my stats, let's do it." Nelson
Yeah,
Cruz
for
had
some
go Melo. Sorry.
no, for some reason, anytime they're doing this MLB, they're promoting this world tour now. It's like anytime these guys go out of the country, they go to London, they go to Mexico. These hitters just start teeing off on everything. So
Yeah,
I mean, at least those fans are getting their money's worth.
exactly. And they want to see that. They don't want to see a pitcher's duel. They want to see 11 home runs in one game. I think it was entertaining. But like I said, the pitchers definitely hated it.
Did you guys see the celebration, the piñata by the Padres after the game? You guys see that stuff? That was
Yeah,
funny.
that was awesome. Yeah, no, it was good. I'm excited for them to go back there. Um, um, was there any word about going back to London? Is that a thing
Yeah.
this
Cubs
year?
and Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken. No. Cubs and there's another team that they're playing in London later this
The
season.
Reds? No, not Cincinnati.
I feel like it's I think it's
I
the
think it
Cubs
is
and
the Cardinals.
Cardinals. I could be wrong, but that's who I think it is because I wrote about the World Tour the other day, and how great this is for the game. But yeah, I do think it is the Cubs and the Cardinals.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. I hope baseball keeps doing this. Maybe they could play like a game in, I don't know, somewhere.
Italy. I don't know.
Italy, sure. Japan,
Yeah.
and what
At the
about
Coliseum in Rome.
Well, oh, I thought you said the LA Memorial Coliseum. We'll take that too again.
or the Oakland Coliseum?
No, they're about to leave. That can't happen.
Maybe they could play a game in like Antarctica, the North Pole.
That'd be
That
something.
could be
Alaska,
Alaska. Yeah, sure. All the countries.
Africa. Let's go to Africa too.
These
Sure.
stadiums are going to start looking like MLB The Show creator stadiums at this
Oh
point.
yeah.
If they're going to all these different countries and stuff.
And
Yeah,
if I'm
no.
not mistaken, going back to the Mexico City thing real quick, I believe they have one of the host cities in next Baseball Classic. I could be wrong on that because they had it in 2017, and those games were very entertaining.
Yeah,
And I think they have it again in 26. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they do.
that's awesome. And that's another thing that I wanted to bring up. I think this was perfect timing for Mexico City to host a game coming off the World Baseball Classic where Mexico baseball really got put on the map. Obviously, Randy Rosarena, we saw what a superstar he turned into because of the World Baseball Classic. But Mexico baseball proved that they're a legit, they're a legit country in the baseball world, I guess you could say. And then, of course, right after WBC, we head back to Mexico City and we play a game there. I think it's great for Mexico baseball. It was perfect timing.
Yeah, when you think of international baseball, you think of, Japan, you think of the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. Don't forget about Mexico. They got some guys that come out of that country and they play good. And they have fans over there that support baseball.
Yeah, I think it was a success. I really do. I was happy with it. I think it was great. I love it. Great for baseball. Moving on. Mello, I'm sorry you're gonna have to deal with me and Kyle real quick. Um but the New York Yankees kind of suck.
Say that again.
The Yankees suck. You want me to say it one more time?
No, it's all right. It's so nice to say it twice.
This team is a joke. And I'm sorry, we just have to talk about it. Actually, Kyle, you have anything? You need
Oh,
to
I got
let
a
anything
lot.
out? Yeah, go for it. You know what? Let it out. I feel like you're boiling over there. Let it out. Melo,
I
relax.
mean,
You could go work for a little if you want.
I'm
You
on a
could-
break right now.
Okay, yeah.
I want to hear this.
yeah, I mean, where do we start here?
Not
Do we
sure.
talk about the pitching? Do we talk about the lineup, or do we talk about the front office, the bullpen, the injured list, the payroll? I mean, the list goes on. I can go on and on about this team and the absolute bullshit surrounding this team, and what an amazing job Brian Cashman did. Let me tell you. Um, for once, I am not putting the blame on Aaron Boone. Some of these lineups are kind of weird. You know, I'm
But what
not
does
really.
he have to do with? What does he have to work
That's
with?
what I'm saying. I don't understand why Willie Calhoun is batting cleanup for this team when he's literally been statistically the worst hitter in baseball over the last, I think, 3 or 4 years, something like that. I'm not even joking. The worst in baseball. And I mean, as it just keeps going, this lineup just doesn't produce runs. Your best player right now is Anthony Rizzo because you have about $200 million in payroll on the injured list at the moment. Aaron Judge being the most recent, hitting it with the 10-day IL. Every couple days, you're throwing out guys like Clark Schmidt, Domingo Herman, Johnny Brito, because obviously the only one who's really producing in the pitching staff is Garrett Cole. Him and his 1.11 ERA on the year, which has been amazing. I love it. But we haven't seen Carlos Rodon pitch a single inning with this club.
Yeah, they signed him to a pretty big contract too this offseason. Maybe he'll come back eventually. I don't know. Maybe not.
This was who knows? I mean, all-star break at this point. But kind of what I'm thinking is the fact of this is what I was worried about. And we've talked about this constantly. This team made no improvements besides Carlos Rodon, but we haven't seen him pitch yet. And now this is looking like the 2019 Yankees, who are constantly injured, and you're throwing out guys like Franchi Cordero, Willie Calhoun. You have IKF playing center field at this point. And your left field is absolutely a joke. You still have Aaron Hicks, who is consistently getting at bats. And when you have Aaron Hicks consistently getting at bats, you have an issue. And this team is an issue, a big issue. And I really don't understand what can fix it. This lineup sucks. The bullpen's starting to wear thin. The pitching staff sucks. I mean, the front office is a joke. I really don't know what else more to say. Everything about this team at the moment is a joke. But hey, it's a good thing you got the second highest payroll in baseball, right? And Brian Cashman just got extended 4 years. So we got 4 more years of this. I can't wait.
Bronx Bombers, baby.
And if I can add just my 2 cents in here from not being a Yankee fan from the outside, doesn't it make it worse that the 2 teams that are basically neck and neck right now in your division are teams that don't spend any money right now?
Yep.
Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. I'm sure that doesn't help either.
No.
We're also tied for last place since the first time since 2016. We lose tonight. Boston wins their next game. We have sole possession of that 5th place spot in the AL East.
Yep. It's tough. But also, like, the Yankees are 15-14. That's not a last place record, but it just sucks that the rest of the division is so damn good. Yeah. But like the rest of the division is so damn with other than the Red Sox, like Toronto, Orioles, and obviously the Rays. They're just so good right now. There's a chance that everyone in this division is no worse than 500 this year. Everyone's around there. Like, I don't think the Red Sox are going to be that much worse than 500.
I don't think so either. But the problem is when you play in New York, you're held to a standard. And yes, we talk about this all the time. Big market, whatever, and you have one of the most passionate fan bases in all of baseball. When you're 15-14 going into after April, I mean, that's not good enough at all. Anywhere near 500, if you're not at least, I don't know, 5 to 10 games over 500 to start the season, it's a joke. And that's exactly what the Yankees are right now.
Yeah. But I also feel that the expectation and I guess you could say aura around the Yankees is just not. Everyone praises the Yankees organization. I would say mostly Yankee fans. And they have this perception of being the New York Yankees. They're this high class organization, blah, 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 all this stuff. They're really not anymore. I really don't
It's
think
not
so.
like
It's not like that at all anymore. And being in New York, they were talking about it on the, I feel like maybe on the Yankees broadcast or something. Oh, when you come to New York, you expect this of the Yankees, but why? There's no reason to. They last made it to the World Series. It's like 14 years ago now.
2009.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't think the being a Yankee or being the New York Yankees is all that special anymore. I don't know if that's crazy for me to say, but I don't think it is.
It's not at all crazy because I agree with you 110%. I mean, I really don't know what else more to say. I mean, this team is good enough to get into the postseason, and once they make it, they're fine with that.
Yeah.
They don't care. It shows year after year.
Mm-hmm. Melo,
What's your level of panic right now, 1 to 10? It's May 1st.
12.
Really?
Fair enough.
I would say like 5.5. 5.5 to 6.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll see. Give it like 2 more weeks and we'll see. Maybe like another
I
month.
don't.
Memorial Day
See
weekend.
another month.
Yeah. Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, I'll say a 6. I'll say a 6. Because 5 is like 5 is I'm not definitely in the middle. I would say 6. But yeah, that's all we don't have to go on and on about the Yankees, but they're just not the New York Yankees anymore. Or they are. I don't know. It's not that special to be a New York Yankee anymore, I don't think.
Wow.
Not at all.
Yep. We said it.
Wow.
Melo. We both said it.
Yeah, I know, and I'm surprised. And I mean, you guys would know this better than I would. Are the Yankee struggles like in the headlines and stuff, like on the front page of a newspaper, or are they talking Jets? Are they talking Rangers? What's going on over there? Is it, everybody kind of know, or the Yankees kind of in the back burner right now?
The Yankees are always on the front.
Page.
Yeah. Well, maybe like tonight, or like the Rangers probably would take the front right now, but like because of the Game 7's tonight, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I would assume that they would have the front like tonight, but 99% of. But even like, yeah, I guess I don't know. But since the I don't know. I would say majority of the time the Yankees get the attention.
Especially when they're playing like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of pathetic. I'm done talking about the Yankees. We're done talking about them. But another team that struggles so badly and has been, we just don't know why. The White Sox. Right now they're 7-22 on the year. We were talking about I remember when we did our AL Central preview, I'm pretty sure I was high on the White Sox. I think I had them finishing in second if I recall correctly. You look at this team on paper. It's a talented roster. I just don't understand why this team isn't successful. I know they had injuries they had a lot of injuries last year. But this is not a 7-22 baseball team. I don't really get it. I don't know. You guys
don't look good.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Melo.
What a fall from grace. 2 years ago, they lost to the Astros in the division series, but White Sox fans had a lot to be proud of themselves. I'm like, all right, we turned the page. We got this new core now. This is not the last time we're going to make the postseason. We're going to be getting more cracks at it in the future. And they haven't done shit since. And it's like, this was supposed to be the turning point for the White Sox. And they haven't done anything since. And it's extremely disappointing.
Kyle, got anything?
Yeah, I mean, just reiterating on what you guys said, this team just doesn't look good on any level. The pitching staff is really struggling, and their lineup just isn't hitting. And I think it's honestly insane because, as you guys said, they have a very talented roster. I mean, kind of just it. If you ever want a picture of the White Sox season, Luis Robert running to first base. I mean, that's kind of how it's going at this point. That was terrible. Just, I don't know. I mean, this team is very talented and can be in the chase with the Guardians for that Central Division. It's kind of sad. I mean, I was really high on this team too, and I expected a lot out of them.
I think they have to blow it up at this point, right?
You would think.
Or, okay, I should say this. At what point this season, how much longer do these extreme struggles go until they blow it, until they decide they have to blow it up, I should say?
Me personally, I would say the All-Star break because that's around the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And this team has very talented players who could bring in a lot of good prospects.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you mentioned that, blowing up the team. Tim Anderson, let's get on the phone. Let's see if we can make this work. We will unretire number 42, and we will bring you to the Dodgers. Let's make it happen. Dylan Cease, come on, let's go also. But I have my radar on Tim Anderson this season to be shortstop for the Dodgers. I would love that. So, as a Dodger fan, I'm personally loving the White Sox losing every night. But then I put my baseball cap on, and it's like, well, this was supposed to be a really good team. But Tim Anderson, let's make it happen. Number 42 is yours.
You're insane.
Play where Jackie once stood. That's my pitch.
That's a good pitch. He might take it. He might.
You should.
I mean, at that point, you might as well trade for Josh Donaldson too.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all right. No, that's all right. You guys can have him.
That's fantastic, though. No, Melo, that's a good point. Tim Anderson to the Dodgers. I don't hate that at all.
We need a shortstop.
One more thing that I wanted to bring up, Major League Baseball kind of screwing things up. Did you guys see that Major League Baseball, they're requiring teams to submit a request 24 hours in advance, preparing for like a standing ovation or something to avoid a pitch clock violation? Did you guys see this?
No, boy.
No, I didn't actually.
So, because I guess with the thing with Drew Maggi getting a pitch clock violation when he was getting a standing ovation for making his major league debut or whatever, and didn't Bellinger?
Yeah, he got a pitch clock violation also.
Yeah. So Major League Baseball is now, they made it where teams have to basically warn Major League Baseball 24 hours in advance, or request something 24 hours in advance to prepare for a standing ovation or something coming up. How insane is that? Why can't the umpires just feel it out and figure out when it's going to happen and just wave off the pitch clock for 1 second? Why do you have to decide it 24 hours in advance?
Well, they should do what that umpire did to Andrew McCutchen. Wipe off home plate. Just take your time. It's simple as that. This is like you're going to a birthday party, and then 24 hours in advance you say, hey, we're going to sing happy birthday to this kid. And you give them like an exact time. We're going to do it at this time. I'm like, what the? This is a joke. Why are we making this harder than it needs to be? I thought the pitch clock was supposed to be a good thing.
I don't know. It just makes no sense. Like, why can't you just feel the moment and understand? Like you said, the umpire realize that was going to happen, so he went and rushed off the plate. It makes no sense. Yeah, they have to send a formal request 24 hours in advance of the game to delay the pitch clock for a standing ovation.
And what if they don't give him a standing ovation? What if they boo instead? What's going to happen there?
And they let him boo. No, I don't know. I think that just makes zero sense. I think it's so unnecessary. I don't know.
Trey Turner, is he going to get a standing ovation tonight and get a pitch clock violation?
Maybe. No, probably not.
I'm going to find out. Nah, people will clap for him.
Yeah.
He was a fan favorite, believe it or not, over here.
But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. Major League Baseball always, always finds the most difficult way to do things. You guys have any final thoughts? Anything like that?
I think just on that whole formal request thing, it seems like a bad look completely. And we were told that the umpires have full control over this pitch clock, right?
Yes.
They have full control. They can do whatever the hell they want with it. This just, I don't know. Does it give umpires a bad look? I'm not saying this is umpires' fault, but umpires are already getting a lot of shit, especially this season and in past seasons. So they're already talking about robo-umps and all this other shit, coming along with it. So it's like, just let the umpire feel out the moment. And if he feels like it's, if it qualifies for a pitch clock violation or not, that's just seems like the most logical thing. I feel like Major League Baseball is making this pitch clock a whole lot harder than it has to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Imagine having to submit a form just to hug your girlfriend 24 hours in advance.
Hey, that would make sense to Rob Manfred.
Yes, it would.
Major League Baseball. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Well, any other final thoughts? That's it. Nothing.
Good sweep over the Cardinals over the weekend, Dodgers. Maybe you're starting to figure some things out. Trey Turner's back tonight. Hopefully he gets a good ovation. Harper's back tomorrow. Excited. Gavin Stone makes his debut on Wednesday. Excited for that. And that's basically it. Go Lakers.
There you go. Go Lakers. Go Lakers,
Left and right.
Warriors. Yep. All right. Sounds good. We'll see you guys on Friday for next episode. See ya.
You.
Yep. Later.